Hello, this is going to be a rather short video introducing you to the use of templates and groups and how you can communicate with your cluster. Now, you will get an email that will have attached to it the Senate template. And one of the things that I've done is I've saved that template to my desktop here, so that I can rather quickly access it and zip off a quick email. And I think that's really the easiest way to do it. There are certainly other ways that you may know of. Let's do that real quickly. Well, actually, let's go and look at our groups first. So, to explain what groups are and how we are able to manage these clusters, I've logged into groups.memphis.edu. And you may not have any groups that you manage. These are the groups that I manage in my role, and here are the Staff Senate groups. As you see, each cluster has its own group, and I am in cluster G as a member of the College of Arts and Sciences, so we'll look at that cluster. And there are 5 or 6 senators, I believe, that represent the College of Arts and Sciences, and we have selected Sharon Beasley to be our representative, and so Sharon will be sending out the emails for Cluster G, and to do so she will be sending an email to Staff Senate Cluster G at memphis.edu. Now, if you're the representative for Staff Senate Cluster B, then you would send your email to Staff Senate Cluster B at memphis.edu. And when that email is sent, everyone in that cluster will receive that email. And that's why it's so important that these cluster lists are correct. So if you're aware of someone in your cluster that perhaps has moved on to a different cluster, or perhaps left the university, or has come into the university, please let Nick know. Nick is our membership coordinator, and you can find him by going to the Staff Senate webpage and going to Committees, and there is a way to reach Nick. Quite soon the membership committee and our secretary and our vice president will be going through the clusters and updating them, but it's always helpful to get information more quickly through our senators. Now, these are the cluster representatives as I currently have them. So I have no representative for Cluster B, D, or M. But let's see, so we'll look at Cluster J, which he is the representative of. So I'm going to go back over here. What did I say? Cluster J. Go back to Group Management. I'll find Cluster J. So when Hugh sends an email to Staff Senate Cluster J, all of these people will receive that email. Now, the assumption is that because the university standard is Windows 7 and Microsoft 2010, or the Mac equivalent, that's what everybody's using. Now, if you are on a PC and you do not have Windows 7 and Office 2010, please go to umhelpdesk.memphis.edu and log in and put in a ticket to have your LSP come, and make sure that you have Windows 7 and Office 2010 so that you can have the university standard and work with your email. So here are the representatives, and we're going to now go and we're going to use our template. So each of you are going to receive this template, and as I said, I've saved this to my desktop so that I can quickly get to it. When you click on it, it opens up an email message. One of the elements of the message is the Staff Senate logo. It also shows our web address, and this is an element that is dynamic. So let me get out of this. So you can back over the text that I have here and type in anything you want, any message to your constituents. You might want to address it. Some are more formal, some are less formal. And then of course you would put in your cluster, put in a subject, and hit send. Now when you send this, it's going to go again to everyone in your cluster, and it will retain this template. In order to save this template and use it again, what you will need to do is go under File and choose Save As. One of the most important things you need to do is remember where you put it, and I like to put mine on my desktop, and change the Save As type, and this is critical, change the Save As type to Template. Outlook Template. It is vital that you change the Save As type to Outlook Template. Make sure you know where you're putting it, and click Save. Now then, this is the one I just saved. When I click on it again, it opens up. It has all the information that I've put in there, and you can make a new email. This is one of the elements that we talked about, and if you click it, it updates it to the current date and time. You can make changes and send. I'd also like to encourage you to, at least once a month, go to the Staff Senate website. There's a couple of reasons. One, I'm going to try to start posting events and things that I think it's important for Senate to be seen and that are important to us as staff. I also put the meetings out here. The minutes are available. And be sure and check your information to make sure I've spelled your name correctly, that you're in the correct cluster, because I do make mistakes. And I appreciate everyone taking a moment to listen to this, and I appreciate your volunteering to be a representative for your cluster. And if you have any questions on how to use this, or if you have any problems, please don't hesitate to send me an email, and you can find me by going to Committees and clicking right here. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend.